Welcome to a world where your garden is more than just an array of colorful flowers and lush greenery. It's a vibrant, bustling scene, alive with the hum of bees, the flutter of butterflies, and the quiet industry of other pollinators. These tiny creatures are the unsung heroes of our ecosystem, ensuring the cycle of life continues. They bring more than beauty to your garden, they bring it to life. Your garden can be a vibrant hub of life, a sanctuary for these vital creatures. Why should we care about these tiny garden visitors, you might ask? Well, the answer lies in the crucial role they play in our ecosystem. Bees, butterflies, birds, bats, and other pollinators are tireless workers that keep our planet's biodiversity ticking. Every time a bee visits a flower, it collects nectar and pollen. As they move from bloom to bloom, they unknowingly transfer pollen, fertilizing the plants and enabling them to produce fruits and seeds. This process, known as pollination, is a fundamental part of our food production system. In fact, 3/4 of the world's food crops depend on these little pollinators. Think about it. Every third bite of food you take, you owe to a pollinator. So your morning coffee, the apple you snack on, the almonds in your favorite dessert, they all exist thanks to these tiny garden visitors. But despite their importance, pollinators are facing numerous threats. Habitat loss is one such threat. As we continually expand our cities and towns, we're destroying the natural habitats these creatures need for survival. Pesticides are another significant threat. While these chemicals may keep pests at bay, they can also harm or kill pollinators. Climate change, too, poses a major threat. Changes in temperature and weather patterns can disrupt the synchronized timing of flower blooming and the arrival of pollinators. This mismatch can lead to a decrease in food availability for pollinators and a reduction in pollination for plants. The decline in pollinator populations is a serious concern, not just for our food supply, but also for our planet's biodiversity. Without pollinators, our landscapes would be far less colorful, and our plates far less full. So you see, these tiny creatures have a huge impact on our lives and the world around us. They are the unsung heroes of our ecosystem, and it's time we paid more attention to their plight. We need to do our part to protect and preserve them, not just for their sake, but for ours and for the future of our planet. How can you turn your garden into a pollinator paradise? Let's dive in. Creating a pollinator-friendly garden is more than just a hobby. It's a small yet meaningful contribution to our ecosystem. It starts with choosing the right plants. Pollinators are attracted to a variety of vibrant flowers, so consider incorporating a mix of perennials and annuals. Opt for native plants like goldenrod, milkweed, and aster, as they provide nectar and pollen that local pollinators crave. And don't forget, pollinators need sustenance throughout the year, so aim for a selection of plants that bloom at different times. Now on to habitats. Bees, butterflies, and other pollinators need places to rest, nest, and lay their eggs. Enter the bee hotel. These are simple structures, often made from untreated wood, with holes drilled into them. They provide solitary bees, which make up a majority of bee species, a safe place to nest. You can either purchase one or get crafty and make your own. But it's not just about what you add to your garden. It's also about what you remove. Avoid using pesticides, as they can harm these tiny garden helpers. Instead, embrace organic gardening practices. Encourage predatory insects like ladybugs and spiders, who naturally keep pest populations in check. Remember, water is as essential to pollinators as it is to us. A shallow dish filled with pebbles and water creates an ideal spot for bees and butterflies to quench their thirst. Finally, don't be too tidy. Leave some areas of your garden undisturbed. A pile of leaves or a patch of bare ground can offer valuable shelter for ground-nesting insects. Creating a pollinator-friendly garden doesn't require a green thumb or a large space. It's about making thoughtful choices that cater to the needs of these vital creatures. By doing so, you not only enhance your garden's beauty, but also contribute to the survival and prosperity of pollinators. With a few simple steps, you can make a big difference for these small creatures. Can one garden really make a difference? You may be asking yourself this very question as you contemplate creating your own pollinator-friendly garden. The answer, in short, is an emphatic yes. Each garden, regardless of its size, plays a crucial role in supporting the global ecosystem of pollinators. Imagine, if you will, your garden as a single link in a vast, interconnected chain. Each link represents a habitat, a home, a food source, a breeding ground for our much-needed pollinators. As more links are added, the chain becomes stronger, more resilient, and each time a new garden is created, it's as if another link is being added to this chain. Now consider this. There are millions of gardens around the world, each one a potential haven for pollinators. If every garden owner decided to make their space more pollinator-friendly, we'd see an incredible global impact. We'd be creating a network of habitats that would span continents, providing resources for pollinators wherever they may roam. The impact of this network would be profound. It would mean a safer, more abundant world for bees, butterflies, and other pollinators. It would mean stronger, more resilient ecosystems, and it would mean a brighter, more sustainable future for us all. It's important to remember that pollinators don't recognize borders or property lines. They move freely from garden to garden, from habitat to habitat. By making your garden a welcoming place for them, you're not only helping the pollinators in your immediate area, you're contributing to a global effort, a collective action that has the potential to change the world. So, don't underestimate the power of your garden. It's more than just a patch of soil. It's a potential lifeline for pollinators. It's a statement of intent, a sign that you care about the world around you and are willing to take action to protect it. Every garden counts. Together, we can create a world where pollinators thrive. Are you ready to make a difference? The power to create a haven for our buzzing and fluttering friends is in your hands. It's time to put that green thumb to work and transform your garden into a vibrant paradise for pollinators. You may wonder where to start, but fear not. There are plenty of resources available to guide you on this journey. From local gardening clubs to online forums and websites dedicated to pollinator-friendly gardening, you'll never be short of advice and tips. Remember, every flower planted, every bee hotel set up, and every pesticide avoided is a step towards creating a healthier, more balanced ecosystem. And the rewards? Beyond the joy of gardening, you'll witness an increase in the variety of birds, bees, and butterflies visiting your garden. Your garden is waiting. It's time to create a haven for pollinators. Now, it's time to share your success. Just as each flower in a garden contributes to the overall beauty, each of us has the power to contribute to the well-being of our planet, one pollinator-friendly garden at a time. Your success stories are the seeds that will inspire others to create their own patches of paradise for pollinators. Let's take a moment to appreciate some of the fantastic pollinator-friendly gardens that have been created. These gardens, big or small, urban or rural, are living proof that anyone, anywhere can make a difference. Consider the story of a retiree in the heartland who transformed her suburban lawn into a diverse ecosystem bustling with bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. Not only did she create a haven for pollinators, but she also sparked a change within her community, inspiring her neighbors to follow her example. Then, there's the tale of a group of school children in an urban setting. They turned an unused plot of land into a vibrant pollinator garden, providing a much-needed habitat for city-dwelling bees and butterflies. Their project not only benefited the local ecosystem, but also served as a hands-on outdoor classroom, teaching them about nature, sustainability, and the importance of pollinators. And let's not forget about the family who started their pollinator garden as a fun summer project. They learned together, worked together, and watched in awe as their efforts blossomed into a beautiful, pollinator-friendly landscape. Their garden now serves as a testament to the power of teamwork and the joy that comes from connecting with nature. Each of these stories is unique, yet they all share a common thread, a desire to make a positive impact on the environment. And the results? A thriving ecosystem right in their backyards, a stronger sense of community, and a deeper appreciation for the natural world. Now, we invite you to share your own story. Whether you've just planted your first pollinator-friendly flower or you've been nurturing your garden for years, we want to hear about your journey. Share your triumphs, your challenges, your learnings, and your joys. Let's celebrate your success and draw inspiration from each other. Remember, no contribution is too small. Every flower planted, every bee hotel installed, every pesticide avoided plays a part in creating a more sustainable world. Together, we can create a world where pollinators thrive, one garden at a time.